Everybody, let's get into it. Get stupid, get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started.
We back with another one. I want to thank God first, because without God this wouldn't be possible. And I want to thank all y'all for tuning in, showing love and support to your boy, because it's definitely going to welcome and not unnoticed. That all of it, from the likes, the comments, the shares, all of it. I really appreciate all you guys for showing me your boy some love. With that being said, let's get into this winner, because we do got a winner of this game here. To guess how many Reese's Pieces is in here. This game been on for far too long, so I really want to get it out the way so I can start up another mission, another side game. So let's shout out to the marvelous one with the closest guess. I want to shout him out. You're gonna get that $50. The marvelous one came in at 318, with the original number was 304. We was looking for 304. So I do want to thank everybody that commented in on the game, try to win, and definitely gonna have another game coming up next too. So definitely stay tuned, and it's gonna be it's not gonna be as bad as, well, not as hard as this one, but we, like I said, we're gonna have some more games throughout the shows, the episodes. Wrapping that up, congratulate the marvelous one again. I'm gonna give you your $50. It is still Black History Month, and we only got a couple more, like a week left for this. So I want to give you guys two more interesting facts that I didn't know, and I'm gonna start with this one. Vermont was the first colony to ban slavery back in 1777. I had no clue of that. With that being said, let me get on to the next one. Slave children receive punishment as well. They will be whipped or forced to eat worms if they refuse to pick cotton or do what the master says. That's a little fucked up for me. I found that fucked up interesting, but it fucked up too. It was a cruel world back then. That's why I'm glad we. With that being said, with this episode, I really want to get to that painting, finish that painting. So I hope you guys don't mind tuning in. I just drink, paint, and talk about some relationship advice or something. See where it goes. So let's tune the cameras to the side, and we're gonna get into the paintings. Thank everybody for tuning in. Alright, we're gonna go in. I think I'm gonna just cover the whole canvas over, because I don't not liking the way it's coming out, so I'm just gonna do the whole canvas over. But anyway, relationships is. My man asked me, he said, yo, I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. And he said, how do I feel about a female going out with her friends every Friday, but knowing that she knows that she says her kids and everything is straight, so there's no problem with her going out every night. There's no problem with her spending time with her friends and doing stuff that she want to do, and which I can understand where she comes from. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, once you're in a relationship, you're not by yourself anymore. You have to study your other partner. You have to know your other partner. You have to literally be your other partner as well. Like, yeah, that's why they say it's the other half. And if you're not willing to study your other partner and get real with your other partner and sacrifice some of the stuff that you was doing to be with your other partner, then typically I don't think your relationship ready. That's why I have my fair share of relationships. I have my fair share, and it has its toll. Like, you have to be mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared for that stuff. And if you're not up to par for those stuff, like, it's not a relationship. The relationship could go real rocky. It could hit a lot of milestones, a lot of bumps in the road, and it's a lot of avoidable stuff to the point where you're wondering, like, hang on one second, guys. And you wondering, like, is it worth it? Everything that I'm doing, is everything I'm worth? Everything, because like I said, in a relationship, it could either make you a better person, or it can turn you to be a terrible person, a person that you never thought you would ever be before. And like I said, I have my fair share of relationships to the point where it brought me to a point where I never thought I would be. Good and bad. I had times where I felt like I was on top of the world, and I had times where I felt like I was under the world. It's like I said, you gotta be mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared, because relationships comes with ups and downs, ins and outs, and disagreements, you know? Like, you don't understand one thing, but that doesn't mean that she's wrong or he's wrong. Just because you don't understand one thing. Relationship it's about agreements, disagreements, and coming to a solution. So when he told me that that she said, long as everything's taken care of, our kids taken care of, which I can agree on. But to what standards, though? To your standards? Like, just because you saying your kid, taking care of a kid in a relationship involves both parents, time, effort, and sacrifices. But like I said, it's not always gonna be that way. You know, you're gonna get your thoughts, you can get your feelings where you feel like you need time alone, which I can understand. Everybody needs that time to themselves, that time to realize, to reevaluate, to get back onto their fucking right foot. You know, just in case you got knocked off of it, you got lost in the wrong way. But it's still all good though. It's still all good because, like I said before, if you're mentally capable of balancing things, because me, I'm a Libra, I like balance. If you're capable of balancing and making this and making that happen without another person noticing, then I tip my hat. And because not everybody could do that. Not everybody could do that. Not everybody could do that. It takes, like I said, physically. Sorry. Like I said, it takes a lot of mental state, a lot of focus state, a lot of you really got to be, because a lot of people love, but they don't love. They throw that love around like it's just a fucking I'm saying, like it's a football or it's a basketball, it's a ball or something. They just throw the love around. How bad do you really love a person? How bad are you really willing to sacrifice some of the things that you love to do to be with that person? Because that's what really defines love. Feel what I'm saying? Like, and I wanna get into that Alicia Keys situation. Alicia Keys and Usher. My nigga Usher always been a player, true player for real. Don't leave your girl around him. Like, he been fucking up relationships since niggas found out he had herpes. Am I lying? That nigga he's on his third marriage for. Well, I'm not too sure because I seen pictures of Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats laughing on the jet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. Shout out to my Muslim brother Swiss Beats. But yeah, like I said, you gotta be physically, mentally, and emotionally ready for a relationship. If you're not, it can be rocky because a nigga like me seeing something like that happen, especially in front of millions of views on worldwide public television, that shit, I don't know, that shit would have hurt my heart. But then, like I said, a Muslim brother like that, he practiced Muslim and stuff. He it's a law that he goes by, and honestly, I don't know if that's in their law. I don't know Muslim, but it's always two sides to the story. It's always two sides to opinions. People, you're gonna have people that say, okay, yeah, she did it, they're grown, but then you're gonna have people that's gonna like, nah, that's not okay. She's a married woman, been married for a long time. They've been doing that. And then on another note, I sure he wrong too for moving like that but then I can't blame a dog for biting a bone if you fucking put him in a pile of bones. I can't get mad at it, especially if he's a hungry dog. Usher been hungry since people found out he had herpes, and it's crazy because it's like they swept that shit under the rug. They swept that shit under the rug. They said that shit is Usher. They don't give a fuck. They just still feeding for that man. You know what I'm saying? He looking old with them. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I ain't gonna lie, those he was killing it. But yeah, back to what I was saying. As a married woman, I couldn't even imagine my female going out and doing something like that, especially in a thousand, in front of millions of views, and just basically all a slap in the face, if you ask me. Especially if you see the problems that Usher's causing with relationships. For example, Keke Palmer and her, I was called it, even though she was saying that the nigga was beating her. Come on, stay with a nigga that long, but he was beating you. Gotta make it make sense sometimes. But who am I? I'm just a guy that's dedicated talking and bullshitting. But it couldn't have been me. It just couldn't have been me. She wouldn't have been on that jet. I bet you would have been packing her Louis Vuitton bags. But that's why you gotta have people like him to show, I guess, to show people that that's okay, I guess. Cause either way you put it, nigga, I still don't find that shit okay, if you ask me. That shit was out of hand. For real. On jokes aside, that shit was just not it. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in again. I definitely want to thank the Marvelous One for winning that side game, coming in at 318 with the number being 304. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have another side game coming out soon. Let me just think about it, guys. But back to what I was saying. If you're not physically, mentally stable for a relationship, don't be jumping into one. People be jumping into it. Relationships don't even know that's what they really even want. They don't even know that. They thinking that they love this person because they had a few good days with the person. They don't even know the real person, because I feel your real person comes out into you at least 6 months in, 7 months in, and that person get truly comfortable. The other person get truly comfortable with being that normal and being the regular them. Then that's when you get the true person. So then everything else is just, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I had my fair share of relationship. They literally say that you're more than likely to find your love. You're more than likely to have your love in your life. You're more than likely to have found your love in high school. Or in school, or in grade school, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say high school love and shit like that. Grade school love, you know what I'm saying? You more than likely have had to found your love back in grade school. So now, as we get up in age, people just settle for anything. That's why I'm like, if I had my fair share of relationships, and I'm not the biggest, I'm not the best. No one is. If you was the best, then nigga, you know what I'm saying? No one is. It's all about being imperfected, but learning perfect with your other. First hand. Yeah, that's what it's about. Gotta get a haircut. That's what it's about. Yeah. As you learning about the other person, it's like a game. It's not even like a game no more. It's like a fucking. It's a new experience every day. New experience. That's why you never get bored, because every day is new. You're learning something new about the person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might be single for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not okay with is spending the rest of my life with somebody that don't really care. And I got a question. That's why you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by love being thrown around. Because you just really don't know sometimes. Sometimes you just be questioning shit, you know? It's better. It's always better to know than to not know. That's what I always say. And what I know is when I go to sleep by myself at night, I know I did a good ass shit, and I took care of everything I had to do. And I know I ain't got no worry about no bitch or about, not even, excuse my French, not even gonna say bitch, about no itch to worry about doing other shit, stressing me out, and other extra stuff. Like, I'm not gonna cap. If I was in a relationship, I probably wouldn't even be doing this. I probably wouldn't even have my podcast, all this stuff going on. I wouldn't have this greatness going on for me. Not saying that, but just saying that. These relationships could hold you back from being your true, great self. It could deadass hold you back because you're worried about making the next person, because you putting all that time, you not even putting focus on yourself, which a lot of people do not do. Not even have to be in a relationship. Y'all niggas just don't really be focusing on yourself. What you really need to do, you need to start getting dedicated to yourself. You will see a lot. Achieve a lot. Be a lot. I got the tarp around too, because just in case I want to get messy with the paint. Achieve a lot, be a lot. Do things you never even thought you'd do. Because you really focus on being a better you. And then that's the crazy thing about it, because people be finding a better self. After a bitch fucked them over, or a nigga fucked them over, they find their true self. They find, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Then they find their true self. Sometimes it really takes another person to break a person to make that person. See what I'm saying? Okay. We deep thoughts with this bitch. Deep thoughts. We deep thoughts, bitch. Just that nigga. But with that being said, that brings me down to Will, what you call it? Will Jada relationship. How is that even a relationship? That is the most outdoor relationship I ever seen in my life. You feel what I'm saying? It's insane. Like, and then people be really having kids. Like, it's the kids that's having. I mean, their kids has already been shot. Willow and Jada, they been shot. They grew up in Hollywood. Hollywood is the devil's playground. They been cooked. But anyway, and I damn sure don't know. I'm just venting. Feel what I'm saying? I'm just venting. But I'm gonna let this paint dry right here, man. I really thank everybody for tuning in. You know, because it's not easy being cheesy, but we definitely make it peasy. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I got my alright. Now, well, I was going with that. So, relationships. You gotta be ready for them physically, mentally, emotionally. Don't be afraid to be alone. It's not the end of the world. As long as you find happiness within yourself, you're good. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You happy with yourself, that's all that matters. Don't let nobody tear you down. That's what they're going to try to do at the end of the day, too. Just stay focused and stay sharp and stay yourself. You're going to know what the hell is going on. And you're going to know everything. All right, let's get it going. Like I was saying, my boy said he's going through it. Last time I was in a relationship, I was going through it to myself, but I never let it affect me, especially my outside. I try not to let it affect me. I let what's going on with my relationship show, but it's not always going to be easy, especially when you love hard and it hit home. It hit home. It really hit home. And sometimes you can't resist but showing your true feelings, because you love and you feel, you live, you live in emotions. Not saying you're emotional, but what's wrong with being emotional? Everybody's trying to be this tight, this hot top. Nah, you don't gotta be that. Be yourself. Be who you is. That's who they gonna love. If they don't love who that is, then they don't love you. And don't let it take somebody to talk down on you to realize who you are and what you truly are. Because everybody is truly something amazing. Everybody is truly something amazing. Don't let the people that don't see what you are discourage you from who you are. Even relationships. That's why you gotta find that perfect person. Not saying the perfect person, because nobody's actually perfect, but you find that person who loves you for your imperfections, and know that you are going to be you regardless. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You study that person, you love that person. You love that person, and you just being you. And while that person loving you for just being you, you being better, becoming a better you. That's the thing. A lot of people give up before the other person even becomes a better person, a better version of them. They're not even at the best version yet. You gave up. It's crazy. But people want to call that love. Like, who knows? That's probably the best. I don't know. I hate Dr. Phil or motherfucking or rest in peace fucking, what's his name? The pimp, man. I forgot his name, man. But rest in peace him. I'm not them. I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is that it's 1 + 1 is 3. And love plus effort equals from saying success. But like I said, people give up before the better person even come out. Both sides. Before you even become the better person, or that before the other person become the better person. Relationships is crazy. It's ups and downs. It's ins and outs. You gotta know your ins and outs. You gotta know your ups and downs. You gotta make sure you're doing what you're doing for the person that you love. Not saying that you switching your whole persona, but you being you. Why are you becoming another person? To the point where you don't even see you becoming another person because you're being you. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. Just like, don't be afraid, because relationships will get a little dirty. Your hands will get dirty. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty in relationships. Because what it takes, sometimes it takes for dirtiness to get the cleanliness. How you gonna know it's dirty if you don't even know it's dirt? It's like saying you know the colors, but you colorblind. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. It all depends on how bad do you really want that relationship. Good one. How bad you really love that person. Don't be afraid, because 9 times out of 10 relationships is gonna have its bumpy roads. It's gonna have its bads, its ups and downs. And if you really love that person, you're gonna stick with them. You're gonna find a way to make them, throughout the temptation and all the doubts and all the other naysayers, people that's in your ear, people that's in their ear. They're gonna make it work. Different colors is for different moods, for different types of milestones in you guys' relationships, and relationships period. It don't always have to be a relationship. It can be a relationship with your mom, relationship with your kids, relationship with it could be relationships anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not trying to tell you to go jump out the window for a person or do all this extra shit. Nah. Be you, love you for who you is. And if that motherfucker or that person don't love and see the value in you, I mean, like I said, You should know what's 1 plus 1. Stop letting people tell you that the sky is green and you believe in it. Feel what I'm saying? It's time for you to really make big prints. Big prints. What print? Big prints. It's time for you to start making big prints, big steps, and meaning what you do when you step. Because you know you're a big stepper. When it comes to this love stuff, when it comes to this everything stuff, you're a big stepper. And like I said, relationships is not always the best. It comes with this ins and outs. It's all about sticking together and becoming one. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. I love y'all. I love all y'all for tuning in. And with my advice, if I could always say, if you're not ready for a relationship, don't get in it. Relationships is like a canvas. They always start off messy, but if you tune in and if you look in, you'll find the art in anything. I love y'all. Next one is always going to be the best one. Tune in, tune in, tune in. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.